Hello there, Mrs. Rancourt here. So for this video, what you're going to need is your notes on the formula for writing in FRQ2. If you don't have this because you don't have your binder, that's okay. It is located on the Google Drive, and you did use it last week and this week to create an introduction. So you're just going to want to locate that again so that you can use the formula for writing a body paragraph. So for the homework assignment that is paired with this assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to choose to write a body paragraph either for your Ben Banneker FRQ2 from the AP exam or for Oh the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. You have an introduction written for both pieces, so now all you need to do is submit the body paragraph that goes along with that introduction. This assignment will be graded a little bit more harshly than the participation points I've been giving you already. So please make sure you are taking your time here, that you are using the notes I gave to you for rewriting your introduction, and that you are using the template here to create a body paragraph. Because there is no school on Friday, we will not be hosting writing conferences on Friday. Instead, I will create replies about your writing for your body paragraphs, and then I will get those out to you as soon as possible so that you can make corrections for next week's writing. Let's go ahead and get started with reviewing our notes on writing a body paragraph. So in the past, AP readers have said that the best papers that they've read seem to have topic sentences that identify what an author is doing and why. Remember, we talk about this all the time. We talk about how it is so easy for us to point out the things an author does. Ooh, look at that imagery. Wow, look at that repetition. Have you checked out that diction? Super easy. The hardest part here and what's going to get you your points is explaining the why. So in that topic sentence, we're going to explain what we see and why we see it. Then we're going to follow that sentence with an example straight from the text. And then following that example, we're going to explain how that example relates to why the author is doing what he does in the piece. So there's the formula for you right there. We're going to start with a topic sentence that identifies what and why, followed by an example, followed by an explanation of how that example relates back to your topic sentence of why. This right here is probably going to be the hardest part. If you can't do this part here, the explanation of the how, then you need to erase that sentence and find a different example. From there, most paragraphs are going to shift to addressing one more strategy in the same manner before moving into the next paragraph, where their structure resets. So it depends on how you are organizing your body paragraph. Some of you like to focus on one strategy for that body paragraph, followed by several examples. Some of you like to focus on multiple strategies that work hand in hand. It depends on how you are organizing your body paragraph. So let's look at this template. This template is going to be broken down into 3 pieces. The first is your topic sentence of what and why, then followed by your textual evidence where, followed by your analysis of how. Okay? So for your topic sentence, you'll want to use a transition word. You'll want to mention your author's name. You'll want to go ahead and mention the rhetorical strategy that you included in that thesis and what this particular paragraph will be focusing on. Then you're going to explain that this is done in order to, and you're going to write your answer to the Conquer question here. So why are they using that rhetorical strategy? Okay, next is going to be where. So take, for example, how. You're going to want to go ahead and insert some textual evidence here that shows the strategy that you referenced up here in your topic sentence. That can be a direct quote taken from the text. It can be a summary. It can be paraphrased. Heck, it can be 1 or 2 words. And you're going to want to go ahead and cite where you got that from. The next sentence is going to be your analysis of how. So what you're going to do is you're going to write this and then a summary of text for analysis that is taken from this quote. You're going to use a strong verb here from your verb list. And then you're going to explain the purpose found after in order to, as seen in the topic sentence. So back up here. This part here, the answer is going to go boom here. You're going to write the word because, and then here's the hard part. You're going to explain how the textual evidence reveals that purpose or answers that conquer question. Okay, you are going to explain what the connection is. The best way to provide the detailed analysis you are trying to create is by explaining how the text informs the audience of the speaker's message, and then following that with an explanation as to how that information would persuade the audience to do something. Remember, our conquer answer is 2 parts. It tells us how we are informing the audience, but also how we are persuading that audience. You want to also make sure to use those verbs from your verb list. So let's look at the example below. This example right here is going to follow that formula I just shared with you. The citations being used here are line numbers. So if you go and look at your FRQ2, that letter from Ben Banneker written to Thomas Jefferson, you're going to see line numbers. You're going to want to use that when citing examples from the text. So make sure you read through this body paragraph example. I'm not going to read it to you because you know how to read. Your body paragraph is going to be due tonight by 11:59 p.m. That's Thursday, April 9th. If you have any questions, please make sure you join my Zoom meeting. I usually sit there and just stare at myself and talk to nobody. So it can be a private session between you and me talking about your writing if you want it to be. Otherwise, please make sure you're reaching out in any capacity so that I know you're not lost and confused. For the 11 of you who actually watched this video, thank you for tuning in. For the rest of you, good luck.